Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. We are flipping through today Mad Magazine number 289, which came out September 1989. Our price, $1.50, which is indeed cheap. Before I get started on this, I want to say I'm at like 160 subscribers, or I should have checked before I made this. I don't know how many subscribers I'm at. Anyway, I want that number to go up. So if you enjoy this content, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, share these videos out with people. It really makes a difference to me, and I think bumping up the views and subscribers. So with that, why did I choose this issue? This issue came up in the previous two interviews that I did. First with Kyle Bridget, and then next with David DeGrand. And so I thought that this would be a fun one to flip through. Both of those artists, and you can see their videos somewhere. Both of those artists cited this cover as the one that first got them into Mad Magazine. I think for Kyle Bridget, it was seeing this and being like, "Whoa, what's that? Is that Batman? Wait, but there's and his face, but then he has the ears." And then with David DeGrand, I think it may have been the first one that he actually read. So I thought it'd be fun to go through this issue. Now, this always kind of confused me because it is that standard logo, but just it's like when you have the things for you're making stuff in Google Drive or on Microsoft, like clip art, you can click that one square and you can just change the dimensions of it, and you can stretch the letters out or squish them up. It just looks like it got squished up. Like it's the exact same, but it's like a clip art thing that they just crushed to the side. And I'll be honest, I don't like this. It's like the proportions are so different, it's kind of hard to enjoy it. Anyway, but in this issue, we batter Batman, we down Murphy Brown, we unwind video rentals, we crash Driver's Ed, we slap rap music, and we put down stand-up comics. A pretty pun-tastic cover. I mean, and actually, this is like a lot of words for the cover, right? They don't usually, this is like something you would see on Cosmo or GQ, right? Like in this issue, the quiz for, I don't know, whatever. Mad Mania number 2. I did come across, looking for old back issues, an issue or a bound book that had all of Al Jaffe's fold-ins in it, and it was they had a note on it which said, "Please do not bend the pages." They must have had people in the past like open it up and be like, "Well, let's get going." So anyway, the vital features. What do we have? We have Batty Man, a Mad movie satire. No idea. I have no idea who that artist is. The Rookstone catalog, Al Jaffe. Paul Coker Jr. drawing for us more new laws that Congress should pass right now. This is Sam Viviano. Video reviews. And this, I don't know. And Angelo Torres. That's just my guess. Whenever I don't know, I just guess. And then this is obviously Sergio Aragones. Oh, these buttons again. I love these buttons so much. Let's zoom in on one of these letters. I just read something in my mind, which is not how I'm supposed to do it. Mad Bag Gag. I noticed that instead of a brown paper wrapper, my subscription issues of Mad now arrive in a sealed, waterproof plastic bag. How come? We had to switch to plastic after protests from brown paper manufacturers who said we were ruining their image. Oh, I didn't realize that they were doing the sealed bags. I swear I have issues from around this time in brown paper. That'd be fun to get some poly-bagged Mad magazines. So here we go, Batty Man. Artist Mort Drucker, writer Stan Hart. This is another one of those things. I mean, like when Batman came out, it was I'll be honest, I don't know about when Batman came out. I was like 4 years old when it came out. I remember seeing it on VHS as a kid, but from everything I hear, like this was unbelievable. Even though there was the Superman movie that preceded it, it was like a Batman that wasn't like Batman 1966. I think was just shocking to comic book fans who didn't expect it to ever happen, to have such a gritty, hardcore Batman, which of course now it's all you get is gritty, hardcore Batman. Some lovely caricatures of Jack Nicholson. Nicholas? Jack Nicholson? I always get the golfer mixed up. I'm such a dope about that. Ooh, the haunting, hunting hullabaloo. I love that alliteration. Come on. This reminds me of Kingsman, that the movie based on the comic book, but where it's like after the spy academy is over, it's like, all right, now shoot a dog, or shoot your dog. Mad Guide to Social Behavior: How Not to Go from Bad to Worse. All right, let's just zoom in on one of these. If they say this, Todd, did you get anything out of my lecture? Whatever you do, don't say this. Yeah, the best sleep I've had in weeks. But if you do say this, if you do, and they say this, why, let me tell you a thing or two. You're really in the dumpster if you say, hold it, let me first grab a pillow. Bob Jones is the artist on this. The writer is Chris Hart. I don't know. Let me give this one another try. Let me go to this one. If they say, Ben, would you like to borrow the family car? Whatever you do, don't say, nah, we can stretch out better in my van. That is amusing. But if you do and they say this, my daughter would never do a thing like that, you're really in the dumpster if you say, oh yeah, want to see the pictures? Oh my gosh. Like I get all right. I don't know what to say to that. I can't add anything to that. I'll tell you, who is this artist though? Bob Jones. That's not a name that I know. But I like it. I like his style. Here we go. The Rookstone catalog of really useful tools, nifty gadgets, high-tech thingamajigs, and crafty geegaws? The hell? I remember this image. This has been reprinted. Now, in case you don't know, Brookstone, I think they have them in malls still. It started as a catalog, kind of like Sears, where, it was mail order. It was Amazon before Amazon, right? They always had like just really wacky gizmos and gadgets. But this is what I feel like this is where Al Jaffe's best work is. It's in these like crazy drawings. Like, I mean, they're not crazy. It's drawing conceptually crazy things, but making them work. Like, it's wonderful. Like, oh my God. Yes. All right. Look at this, though. I mean, it's all these. He's done the smoking one. He did, I think, one about cars. No, this is my favorite. The telescopic legs turn your hovel into a mansion. Cramped city apartment living can no longer prevent you from owning large, regal furniture. By adding these super adjustable table legs, you'll be able to fit even the largest sculpted mahogany banquet table into the smallest one-room apartment. It's just, oh my gosh. And then this, the wallpaper one. Like, this is his best this type of thing is just totally his best work. I feel like that's actually an invention. Like, I feel like somebody stole this idea. But yeah, I just go ape over, oops, over this type of work of his, because it really is, it's just perfect. I mean, yeah. I love this one. It's so absurd. The snap off screw, it's attached to the screwdriver. You screw it in, you break it off, throw it away. There you go. $94. This thing actually does exist. It's called a step drill. And I mean, it's existed for an extremely long time. So maybe he didn't know about it, but hey, you know what? Great minds think alike. All right. And I feel like this is something that existed, though I don't know. I feel like I owned something like that. Or maybe it was screwdrivers in the handle. Yeah, maybe that was it. Anyway, delightful Spy versus Spy. Bob Clark and Duck Edwing finally figured out the code C/E. Yeah. All right, sinks to the poor ship. Uh-oh. You never expected that, did you? New laws that Congress should pass right now. Right now, right now. Tom Koch, the writer. Paul Coker, artist. When did he decide? It's like, I like, maybe when you get to a certain age, you're like, I can't be called Junior anymore. I can't do that. I want to, you know what? That's like one of my dream interviews is to talk to Paul Coker Jr. I'm going to say that. I'll say that right now. Okay. I can actually, I'm not going to read all of these, but I think I will just kind of look at them. Bragging cyclist prohibition regulation. I know a few people like that, I think. Bad babysitter rights law. Any babysitter being paid less than half the minimum wage must henceforth be provided with fringe benefits consisting of a fully stocked refrigerator, a compact disc player equipped with all of this week's top 40 hits, and a stereo TV with VCR attached. In extreme cases where payment rates fall below $1 per hour, the sitter must also be provided with enough tranquilizers to deactivate all children in the household for the entire evening. That's where you just use Benadryl. Adults who fail to meet these requirements must leave town for the next Easter holiday, thus enabling the babysitters to use their house for a week-long party involving 300 of her closest friends. Sexist. Men can be babysitters too. All right? It's the 21st century. Well, I guess it was the 20th century back then. So I'll let it slide. Artist Jack Davis. Writer Frank Jacob. When rap music spreads into everyday life. Now, I'm not gonna. I'm just going to appreciate the Jack Davis artwork on this page. I mean, it's just. I love this right here. It's like he built in the space for it to be for the words to go. And so you still have this guy's face peeking out above. I mean, like, I guess he almost had to have known, right? Like, so, I mean, this is like obvious, you know, and leave a big blank space there. But then, like, right here, too, like, he has this guy above here. He has sort of like a blank stretch right along there. Gosh, he's amazing. This guy's just so amazing. Not this one. I mean, this is fine, right? That. Oh, I love that so much. Look at that beautiful cross hatching. Just like making that glow. And this is totally untouched. There's no shade. It's just like the light is just exploding from there. So you have those shadows. Oh, man. That's lovely. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, I guess I'm going to say anyway again. That's my filler. That's my favorite filler word is anyway. The excruciating escape extravaganza. I'm not going to read it. I'm going to keep going. Oh, the lighter. Get out of here, Berg. Come back when you have something cool to draw. Video reviews. Artist Sam Viviano. Wait, did I get them all so far? Oh, I didn't get that first one. But I didn't call that first one, right? I didn't name that, but I got that one, and this one so far. Okay. Sam Viviano, writer Stan Hart. A lot of films we never had the chance or the intelligence to clobber when they first came out are now available for rental as videos. As a public service, we now present these snappy critiques to stupid movies, so you won't be totally defenseless when shopping for something to watch. Here we go with MAD's video reviews. I love this idea. I mean, you're coming out with a monthly magazine. There's so many that you have to miss. It's like some of these are just, I wonder if there was like, they kicked themselves like, oh, why didn't we do this? Because this is like gone on to be forever remembered. Midnight Run. That was pretty good. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Yes. I don't really know that one. Fish Called Wanda. Willow. That would have been such a fun one, like to do the full review of, or like lampooning of. Yeah. Selected highlights from the BOTB Sports Cable Network, bottom of the barrel. So this is like ESPN 8 The Ocho from Dodgeball before there was ever ESPN 8 The Ocho. One Pin Trick Bowling. Oh, artist and writer Paul Peter Porges. The halftime show Glockenspiel competitions. Dinner Eat Off, the top 10 sumo wrestlers. Hey, they're really disciplined, though, aren't they? I mean, like, they got a lot of strength. Alpine Downhill Foot Racing Eliminations. I think that's actually a sport. Some of these things, I think it might be. Murky Brown. Artist Angelo Torres. Yes. Dick DiBartolo. I'm just going to probably go through this one pretty quick too. Murphy Brown, famously, her father was a ventriloquist with I forget the dummy's name. I know somebody's got my back in the comments. They'll be able to tell me. Murphy Brown's father, I forget his name. It's not the same last name because Murphy Brown is, I think, obviously a stage name. Anyway, mad look at driver's ed. So like this is like small stuff that I think a lot of illustrators know to do, but that maybe not all readers totally appreciate is like this. So obviously, the story's pretty straightforward. But the fact that everything is gray around it, and then this is bright light. And it just like, it totally focuses your attention exactly where it needs to be, which is on this poor driver and this idiot who's trying to learn how to drive. And like you have it kind of like right here too. And I mean, I feel like that's something that's sort of lost in his work when it's colored, is when it's colored, you don't get, I don't think the colorists who are working on it do that good of a job as he did with this type of emphasis on his own illustrations. But he doesn't always do it either. I mean, this is like, I know that there are lots where it's just all white, but I mean, like even this, right? So if he didn't have that, like the gray in the background, like this, the sidewalk there gives you enough information to know where you ought to be focusing. So yeah, I don't know. I just like some of these people who are just masters. It's really fun to look at more closely. If different comedians told the same joke. There's a fly in my soup. Artist Mort Drucker, writer Russ Cooper. I had to like lean over my what do you call it? Microphone. I can't read all of these. Yakov Smirnov. Hey, he's still performing in that place in Missouri. silly solitary scenario. And this is like a pretty quick read. I got it. Well, let's look at this first. The MAD charts, top 13 sports not covered by ABC, CBS, or NBC. The 200-meter downhill drool. Very funny. I don't know. I gotta say, I mean, like, I had some laughs in it. It has, like, some of these, like, the greats appearing in it, but it's probably not my favorite. Oh, yeah, I forgot the back cover. The FBI's 6 most wanted renegade clowns. Artist Greg, what is that? Greg Teekson? This is good art, man. I really like this art. Come on, zoom in. Zippy Zippo. We'll read about Zippy Zippo. Humor enemy number 1, aka Slappy, and Tutor. Wanted for convincing the residents of Naughty, Idaho that Leonardo da Vinci is still alive. Last seen reading The Closing of the American Mind while standing in a pond. One is missing one very big shoe. I don't get it. Humor enemy number 2, a lot of fun, aka Inky, Dinky, and Raoul. Wanted for shampooing with a traffic cop. Wait, shampooing a traffic cop with rubber cement. Last seen driving tiny getaway car for the 112 clowns that robbed the Big Red Balloon Company, New York City. Answers to, hey you, clown. That's the best line right there. Anyway, yeah, this is it's an okay issue. All right. I hope if David or Kyle are watching this that I didn't ruin a fond childhood memory. If I did not ruin your fond childhood memory, please tune in next Saturday for the next episode of Flippin' Through. Next Wednesday, I will have a video up. It's not an interview. However, I do have one more ready to go. But I like to give them a little bit more time to breathe than I do things like these reviews. Anyway, please like, subscribe, share it out if you can. And with that, toodaloo.